I'm going to ask Congress to send me a bill to repeal and replace, finally, Obamacare. It's a disaster. Under Senate rules, that bill can be passed with 51 votes. 51. Meaning a Republican Congress and a Republican president can save Americans from this disaster in a single afternoon.
We are looking ahead to likely changes to health care once Donald Trump takes over as president. News 4's Angela Cristoforos explains what changes you can expect and how they'll affect you. Angela?
Christy, Trump has repeatedly said that he plans to repeal and replace Obamacare. It certainly won't happen overnight, and I spoke with a political science professor today to find out what it could mean for you when it does happen.
The total repeal would require either getting 60 votes in the Senate or for the Senate Republicans to use the nuclear option and get rid of the filibuster.
UB Associate Professor of Political Science Jim Batista says a total repeal and replace of Obamacare is unlikely.
Republicans in the Senate are probably going to be reluctant to totally eliminate the filibuster, but they have to get rid of Obamacare completely. If they don't do that, all they can do is use reconciliation to touch the parts of it that raise and spend money.
Batista says that means subsidies or federal assistance would be taken away, as well as tax penalties and the tax surcharge.
Who will benefit? People whose health insurance isn't going to change because they already get it through their employers like most Americans do, and they're going to get a little bit more income in their pocket because the tax surcharge is going to go away.
But Batista says it's a different story for people who went through the Marketplace website to sign up for health care.
People who are below median income, but not actually poor. People who were taking part in the Medicaid expansion in the states that had it. Those people are going to lose health insurance.
He says there would no longer be an obligation to buy health insurance, but says getting rid of financial assistance from the federal government for people who need it will come with consequences.
Fewer people are going to buy them because they're going to become more expensive.
Nothing would happen until January at the earliest, but Batista says Republicans could move this through fairly quickly. How soon things could happen depends on how the repeal is written and structured. He says they could have a law passed by February or March. Live in the studio, Angela Cristoforos, News 4 at 4.